Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mai, and I'm excited because today I'm going to share with you all my delicious macaroni and cheese recipe. I have to admit, I wasn't always the best at mac and cheese, but I recently found this recipe. I made it for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and it was absolutely amazing. Everyone raved about it, so I'm going to share it with y'all today.
All right, y'all, first things first, you want to start by filling up a pot with some water. In my case, I don't fill it up all the way with water. I do a little bit of water and then I do chicken stock. Yes, that's a secret to my pasta. I add chicken stock to the water and I just feel like this just adds a little bit more flavor to any pasta that you're cooking, potatoes. That's my little secret. Add some chicken stock. And next, of course, you want to salt your water. And after your water and your chicken stock comes to a boil, add your elbow pasta for about 7 minutes or until al dente. And now for my favorite part, add in the cheeses. Here I am shredding 1 block of sharp cheddar cheese. I like to shred the sharp cheddar myself because I feel like it melts better. And also I will put all the ingredients in the description box below. I will let you know that 1 cheese is omitted from this recipe because I could not find it anywhere. That is Muenster cheese. But do not worry, y'all, your mac and cheese will still taste amazing. This came out great without the Muenster. Here I am cutting up 1/2 of a block of Velveeta cheese. I know y'all, but you have to put it in your mac and cheese. It makes it so ooey gooey delicious. There's going to be a couple of things that I'm adding to this mac and cheese that some people might not add, but I promise you it will take your mac and cheese to the next level. Next, y'all, you want to take 2 eggs and then lightly beat them in a separate bowl. And next, you want to take those lightly beaten eggs and add them to 1 cup of half and half. And this is where you start making your custard. All right, guys, after that, you want to start seasoning your custard. I like to season every layer of my food. That's how you know it's going to be flavorful and delicious. So I start with a teaspoon, about a teaspoon, I eyeball it, of seasoned salt, about a teaspoon of onion powder, maybe half a teaspoon, about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And I know this might be weird, but I put ground mustard in it, and I don't know, it just adds that extra delicious flavor. I love it. And then you mix it all up. And of course, I can't forget a pinch of salt and pepper. And now our pasta noodles are done boiling. So now we're going to just drain those pasta noodles. Do not rinse them, just drain them. And after draining, we're going to add our pasta to 1 large bowl. Here I am adding 1 stick of butter. My butter is room temperature. You can also melt your butter. It is absolutely your preference, but just make sure you do not add cold butter to your pasta because you want everything to get nice and melty and ooey gooey. Yes, y'all, you see that correctly. Sour cream. This is about a half a cup of sour cream that I add to my pasta noodles. I was not a believer at first, but it is so delicious in your macaroni and cheese, I promise. And this is another staple that will take your macaroni and cheese over the top. If you love a ooey gooey cheesy mac and cheese, this is about a half a cup of Philadelphia cream cheese. And now we're going to start adding those cheeses in, y'all. In no particular order, just add your cheeses and make sure you stir as you add just to get everything in there combined and incorporated. And my favorite word when I make mac and cheese, ooey gooey. Now I'm going to pour that custard in, mix it up until well incorporated, and then I'll finish off with the rest of my cheeses. Here I'm adding in about a half a cup of a Colby Jack cheese, and next about a half a cup of mozzarella cheese. Now I'm going to stir it up until well incorporated. Get all those cheeses in there. And like I did say, y'all, one cheese was omitted because I didn't have it. It was still delicious now. But I will say the Muenster cheese, if you have it, use it because it does add an extra layer of flavor to that mac and cheese. And here I am just going to start seasoning my mac and cheese with the same ingredients that I season my custard with, but I'm going to add one more special ingredient. Wait and see. And y'all, I forgot to add this earlier, but this is a half a teaspoon of paprika. And next, for that surprise ingredient, a half a teaspoon of sugar. I know it sounds weird, but I promise, do not leave this ingredient out. It takes your mac and cheese over the top. And now just mix it on up. Mix everything, your seasonings, your cheese, your custard, mix it all up. Then you want to take a 13x9 Pyrex baking dish or whatever dish you have. Butter it up really, really good because you do not want your mac and cheese sticking to the side of that dish. Butter it up really good. Look at that mac and cheese, y'all. It looks good already, and we haven't even cooked it. So now we're just adding it to our buttered baking dish. I will say I forgot to add shredded cheddar to the top of the mac and cheese. I remembered and went back to do that later. So do not forget that step. It just adds, the extra cheesiness on top of your mac and cheese. And it's ready for the oven. We're gonna put some foil on our mac and cheese. Then we're gonna put it in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we'll take the foil off and bake it for an additional 15 minutes just to get the top of the mac and cheese nice and brown. And here it is, y'all, the finished mac and cheese. It was absolutely cheesy, delicious, and I have to say it one more time. Ooey gooey. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.